Let's do rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Ready? No, rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
Shoot.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I won. Okay, you ready?
Hey, I didn't know you were there. Hey guys, this is David and Daddy. Today, we're going to show you what do we have for camping, and we got it from Walmart.
That's right. So we got all this stuff. We got all this stuff from Walmart. We got all this amazing stuff here. Didn't actually spend a lot of money, David. Do you know how much money we spent on all this?
What?
How much? How much do you think? Like $200, roughly $200. We had some things. So some of the things you're not going to see. We already have a cooler, right? Daddy has a cooler. Yeah, he has a really good cooler.
But he couldn't bring it.
No, I didn't bring that because we're just showing you what we bought this past weekend. Let's see. So
Yeah,
we had
because
hold on.
so we got the new things.
Yeah, these are the new things. So we had the cooler. We already have a little single bed for David for him to sleep on when we go camping, and we already had chairs for David and his sister Evelyn. Right? You already have a chair, right? Yeah. So we didn't bring those. So we're just going to bring you what we got this time. So what's the first thing you need when you go camping, David? What do you think the first thing is? Tell me.
Oh, tent.
Oh, that's right. See, you have to have a tent.
This is the blue tent.
Yes, it's a blue and silver tent. It's an Ozark Trail, which is, I think, Walmart's brand. Not a bad brand. Actually, it's one of Walmart's better brands.
Four people.
It sleeps four, so it's actually a smaller tent. It's not a single-person tent, but it's a four-person tent. So we'll see how well it does with four people, because it's going to have who's going to sleep in here?
Me.
You?
And Raymond.
No. Who's
You.
going to sleep? You, me.
Mommy.
Uh-huh.
And Evelyn.
Yeah, so four people. So we're going to see if four people can sleep in this thing comfortably. So we've got this. So this is our tent, right? It's cool. It's got this really cool bag.
I'm going to turn it around to see what's...
Yeah, turn it around. We haven't even opened it yet, have we? You want to see in there?
Yeah.
All right, we'll look in there. We're not going to build it today, but it's a box.
That's...
So we'll have to take it out of the box.
But we can't.
Yeah. But, so that's our tent. That's what we've got to sleep in while we're out there at the rent.
And I got something else.
Hold on. Okay, so after you hold on. After you have the tent, what do you think the next thing is that you need, David?
A bed.
You need a bed to sleep on. But we weren't going to sleep on the little bed with David, were we?
Yeah.
Let's see if you can lift that thing up there. No, Mommy and Daddy were going to sleep on this. That's right. Oh, really quick. So, beforehand, this was...
Let's see what's in.
Hang on. No, we're not going to open this one yet. $35. It was like $34 and change. So about So this was about $35. The tent, the four-person tent at Walmart. This is an Ozark Trail, of course, because that is Walmart's brand. Ozark Trail. It is a queen airbed with a removable pump. So the pump is in it, and you can take the pump out.
Wait, that's
So
a
this,
pump?
there is a pump, yes, and it comes out. You can kind of see it, right? So,
Where?
right there. That's the pump right there.
You have to pump it with a foot?
Nope, it's an electric pump. Probably uses batteries, which I didn't check, so I'm gonna have to.
So let's open and see what's in it.
I don't see what the battery needs. Hold on.
What's with the battery?
It's a integrated 120 volt AC pump, but I don't see if it needs any batteries. So that's gonna be an interesting one, is if the pump needs batteries. So no, we're not gonna open this. But this is our bed, so this is where Mommy and Daddy are gonna sleep, right?
Let me see.
Hold on. So that's for sleeping, right? But what do you do when you're gonna go around that way? You could have just reached under the table. Careful, don't bump the camera. So when you're not sleeping, grab the other one too. You gotta do something, and you know, Mommy and I were like, well, Mommy was like, we're not gonna sit on the ground. Go get the other one. What are we gonna sit on? The kids have chairs. What are we gonna sit on?
And
So we got these two. One for Mommy, one for Daddy. They look the same, so it doesn't matter whose is whose. Ozark Trail, of course. David, hold on, not all at once. So I forgot the bed. So like I said, this is $35. The bed was $45 from Walmart. With a built-in pump, that's actually not too bad. Our other mattress, the one that he uses for his sleepovers right now with his cousins, which is a single, it's also Ozark Trail. I don't remember how much that one was. I've had that one for several years now, so it's an older design. So the chairs, though.
This one is the new one.
Yeah. So the chairs, though,
Wait,
has
Daddy.
a weight capacity of 660
Wait, Daddy,
pounds, which
that
is good
has the
because I'm a big boy.
Has a tiny pillow, so we need a big pillow. We have to get our pillows.
Sit back down so we can hang out. All right. So these chairs were $7 each. $7 each for the chairs.
That means
So
that means $14 because 7 plus 7 equals 14.
Good job. You did math. Maybe we'll make a math video. So $17 on the chairs, which is not a bad price. I mean, my wife was looking at some. She's like, "Look, those are $20. That's the best you're gonna find." I'm like, "No, we'll find better than $20." Sure enough, Ozark Trail, Walmart brand, of course, $7 each. So we got that, but you know,
Wait,
you
let
don't.
me get
Shh, hold on. This one. So you don't always want to just be sitting in a chair. We're gonna go to the beach or the rivers, and so yeah, you're touching it right there. Lift it up. So we also got this. My wife
So
picked
we
this out.
can work out.
Yeah, well, not exactly. I mean, you could probably work out on it, but it's actually for taking to the beach. It's a mat. I'm not going to unroll it here. But, it's a mat to lay out on the beach or lay out on the ground, so you're not sitting directly on the dirt or the grass, getting all itchy. But it's a nice little thing. It's got kind of a plastic fiber bamboo feel to it. Multicolored. And I don't remember how much this one was because my wife bought it separately. We bought it on 2 separate orders, but she bought this one. I bought these, but it wasn't too expensive because, like I said, the whole thing was around $200 to $250. But there's more to it. So when you're sitting out here and having fun, right? You know what this is, David? Hold on, we're not to that yet. Come back over here. You know what this is, don't you?
Oh, what is it?
Yeah. What is it?
What? That is an umbrella.
It's an umbrella, that's right. So it provides shade. Because one thing about, if you've never been outdoors, I have a lot, is it's sunny. It took us a while to get this place set up where I wasn't sitting in the sun because of how tall I am. But the sun is brutal on my skin, my very white skin, on his skin, who has skin just like mine. Not too bad on our little girl and mommy because they have dark, that Cubana skin, the Cubanita Hispanic Latina skin. So they can handle the sun a lot better than he and I can because we're white. But recommended by the Skin Cancer Foundation. So we've got this one here. My wife and my mother-in-law picked this one out. Hold on, David, we're not to that yet. So we've got this to pick out to give us some shade while we're sitting down, enjoying our picnics or enjoying our time,
in the sun.
editing
And
videos.
on July,
Hey,
it's
no,
going to be summer and it's going to have a lot
that's right.
of sun.
So-
and it's very bright. So that's why we need this umbrella to keep us get the shade.
Yeah, in the shade where it's cooler. So we've got all this, like I said, we got $45. I want to say this was around 15. This was around 20, 15, 20 bucks. $35, 7 and 7. So we're still
That's
around that
14.
100, 150, 7 and 7. Yeah, 14. But there's more to going camping. So
Oh, what?
yeah, bring the
One
bags.
more.
We've got a bag here. No, we got a bag here. We're gonna bring it out one piece at a time, David. Come here, right here in the middle. Now,
Let's see what's in
hang
the
on,
bag.
hang on. Now, when you're going camping, there's one thing, David, that you may not realize you need. Hold on, we'll let this plane fly.
Ah.
He is. He's too far away to hear you anyway. Almost gone. Okay, so hang on. Hang on. I'll let you pull it out. Hold on.
I'll show you something.
Hold
after
on.
After my dad's gonna show me something.
So, when you're camping, one of the things that you find you
When it's
need,
dark.
or you may not realize, it gets dark at night. It gets very dark, and there's not a lot of lights when you're out camping because there's not a lot of civilization out there. You're out in the woods. There's not a lot of lights, so you need something to light your path or light your tent, and so that's why we got what, David?
Light thing.
Yeah, we got this. So we got this. It's a 200 lumen It reaches up to 26 feet. It is an LED lantern. Not yet. Not yet. So stop rushing, man. We got to talk about what we have. This was about $10 at Walmart. I don't have the receipt on me, so I'm just estimating. I know this was 45 and this was 35, and these were both 7. So
Yeah,
the rest of
14.
these, I'm guessing.
Say 14 because
Yeah.
they're 14.
Okay, so this right here, LED lantern. It's, you can turn it off and on. There's no batteries in it right now, but it's got 200 lumens on high, 40 lumens on low. It can reach up to 26 feet. 7 hours, 7.5 hours on the high beam. That's pretty good. 7.5 hours because you're only going to sleep, 6 to 10 hours, somewhere in there. So it's gonna last you, and on low it's gonna last 82 hours. That's a long time when you're using it just on low. So if you're just using it as a marker for where your tent is or something, when you're really out there, not just in a campground or something. So we've got that. That's just kind of a starter light, because we're trying to start this camping thing off low budget. But hang on, David. There's one thing that you might forget you need when you're taking a light out camping, especially an LED light. What is it you might need?
Oh man, batteries.
Batteries. That's right. You can't forget your batteries when you're taking electronics out. We also, I don't know if it's going to be the correct size. We'll see. But you might need these batteries for your pump. So it's always good to check it out. Now, one thing. Hang on, David. Before we go to the next thing. Hold on. Stand up. Stand up. Nope. No. I said stand up. Goodness, listen. One thing that you do have to consider taking extension cords, because some vehicles, a lot of modern vehicles, especially SUVs and trucks, especially, have a power outlet in the back. Now they're not super powerful. They're not going to run a lot of things, but they'll help charge things. They'll help get you a little bit of electricity while you're out there. The car we've got, David. What kind of car do we have? Do you know? It's a Dodge Durango. Yeah, we have a Dodge Durango. It's not a big off-road car. No. Sit down. We're filming our video.
I'll come back for a little bit.
No,
I'll come
we're almost
back.
done. But our Dodge Durango has a power outlet in the back. It's not actually, that was our 4Runner. I don't think our Durango has a power outlet. We'll have to check that. So we'll have to see. But moving on from electronics, one thing you may not realize you need, but you'll figure it out once you get there, is you're going to need rope.
What do
you're
you
gonna
need a
find,
rope for?
You're going to find, well, that's the thing. When you get out there, you're going to figure out real quick that you need to tie things up, that you need to hang things. You don't want to leave things on the ground because you don't know what kind of animals or bugs or things are going to get to them. And so
And that's
one of the
why we
best
got
kind of
a
ropes
rope,
out there.
So that's in case if one of the trucks can't go up there, we have to use a rope,
Come
or
back here.
cars can't go
We're
there.
walking away
We
from
have
the
to
video,
use a
David.
rope, and we have to go. Huh.
Yeah. David, come back. You have to stay in camera on the video, okay? So, this is why we got paracord. This was about $10 also at Walmart. We got this. This is a 1100 paracord, 14 strand core, 100% polyester, 50 feet. How much weight can it hold? Doesn't say. But this is going to be more than capable of hanging our lights, some of our clothes, maybe picking up some of the food stuff, bags of food or something off there. You string this up between some trees or between your tent and your car or something, it's going to give you plenty of stuff to hang stuff up off the ground.
Or
Maybe if you
trees.
need to anchor your tent down a little more,
Like
it's
this.
hold on.
It's like when you see the tree, like that, and I want to climb on that.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to use that rope to help.
Yeah. But no, this is not for climbing. So he said he was going to climb. Do not use for climbing, and keep out of reach of children. I don't know why. I used to play with these when I was a kid, but Ozark Trail, of course. So we're getting a lot of Ozark Trail stuff. So hang on. Stop rushing. Now, if you have never lived in the country, never done a lot of camping, especially during the summertime or the spring and summer months, there's one thing you're going to realize very quickly on your first night. Not yet. There's a lot of bugs out in the country. A lot of them. And so there's this one particular item that you're definitely going to need. All right, bring it up here. And that is bug repellent.
Yeah. Hey.
So this is off. This is off. It's an S.C. Johnson company. This is what my family used to use a lot when I lived in Arkansas. I grew up out in Arkansas. I grew up on a 100-acre farm that my dad owned, and this is a lifesaver, especially if you live in farm areas where a lot of mosquitoes are. Where I grew up, there wasn't I thought there was a lot of mosquitoes back where I grew up, David. I grew up in the mountains. I grew up in a valley, actually, between some mountains. I thought there was a lot of mosquitoes. I soon learned that no, there was not, because where my wife and I first moved, where David was born, where David lived with us, when he was first born, we lived in northeast Arkansas, the Walnut Ridge, Jonesboro area, and there was a lot more mosquitoes there because there was flat land, a lot of rice, a lot of mosquitoes. Remember how many mosquitoes were at our house in Arkansas, David? There was a lot of mosquitoes. Like at a certain point at night, you just didn't go outside. That was just it. Once the door was closed, if you were outside, you were outside. If you were inside, you were inside. And that was around 8:30 at night. That was it. In the summer, that's it. You close the doors, that's it. You're not going outside unless you could fork out the money for some serious
So
chemicals.
that's why we need
But-
these, so mosquitoes don't get on us.
That's right. So we're you're getting rid of this now. Here's the
Shoot, mosquito, shoot.
That was a fly, not a mosquito. Now, when it comes to insect repellent and bug spray, this is the Off Sportsman. Now, I got it because it said 33%. I wanted more of it, but
But it's having to
Sprays
chase
upside
a bug, right?
yeah, but this sprays upside down. That's pretty cool. But the biggest thing, this is what you want to look for, and this is how you know if you've got good bug spray or not. You want DEET. DEET. That's the actual stuff that's going to keep the bugs away. That DEET.
What's
It's got
DEET?
other ingredients and things,
What are
but
DEET?
this is something you definitely want to keep out of the reach of the children. That's just a fly, David. It's okay. You don't want your kids getting a hold of this. This is very, very dangerous. You spraying it in your eyes, spraying it in your mouth. Very bad. But it is essential for any
What if we
camping
put
trip.
it on?
You'd be very, very sick, David.
We have to go to heaven or
But you have to have some bug spray. You have to have stuff to keep the bugs away because there's going to be a lot of bugs, especially here in Florida. The camping areas all in like rivers and lakes and the beach and stuff. So there's a lot of water for mosquitoes to lay their eggs and to breed, and so there's going to be a lot of mosquitoes. So you definitely want to have some off. You definitely want to have some of that. Like I said, we've got a cooler at home, right? We actually got our cooler from Walmart. Also, it's a lifetime cooler. It's almost as good as a Yeti, and a lot cheaper than a Yeti. So the Yeti cooler, I got a 55 quart lifetime cooler. Really cool. We're gonna show you all that when we go camping. We've been using it for trips to Disney World with Mommy's group, the Fabulous Disney Mamas. You heard of them, David? Yeah. You heard of the Fabulous Disney Mamas? Yeah, they've been using that cooler to go to Disney World and on their trips and stuff because it keeps the stuff nice and cold for a long period of time without spending the hundreds of dollars that you're going to spend on a Yeti. So we've got that. We've got David's bed that he and his sister can share. We've got Mommy and Daddy's bed now. We've got our chairs.
I'm gonna sleep with Daddy.
Oh, well, you'll have to take that up with Mommy. But this is our haul. This is what we got from Walmart. Like I said, we spent somewhere in the range of $200 to $500, $200 to $250, somewhere in there. But all in all, for the price of one tent from Bass Pro Shop, I think we're not doing too bad here on what we got to go camping. At least for a first time camping for a one night thing, not going for very long. David, you have anything else you want to tell the people? You have anything to say to them? No? Give them a dance. No? A camping dance? All right, well, tell them to subscribe to the channel, like our
Subscribe our
stuff.
channel. If you want to do the camping video when we're at camping, we can show you all the things.
But they have to subscribe or they won't know when we do it. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Subscribe.
All right, so guys, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment. Don't forget to visit the Fabulous Disney Mamas to see all of their adventures because they'll be posting some of our camping adventures there too. And we look forward to seeing from you. Say bye.
Bye.
You say it in Espanol? How do you say bye in Espanol?
Dios. Dios.
Adios.
Adios.